Um, they told me that they could look up the case with my name. They didn't give me a case number. Yes, ma'am. You the supervisor? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? My name is Omar Fouad. Okay. Excuse me, Cheryl Lewis. She told me to come here to get my court reporter's records as well as the audio recording records from the court hearing on 8/16/2018 with Judge Alvin Ballant Jr.
Oh, the general magistrate?
Yes. I Googled his name and they said he was at the building across the street, the 175 building.
Yes.
I just went there. I spoke with Mr. Leslie White. He told me to go to the 12th floor, window 10. And I went to the 12th floor, window 10, and then Miss Cheryl Lewis told me to come here.
Do you have a case number?
They didn't give me a case number. They said you could pull it up with my name.
Driver's license?
I don't. That's the only idea I have.
Yeah, that's what I okay. For you?
18.
As you can see, I have several injuries to my body.
Hello? Yes, my name is Michael Weiler, and I want to make an appointment in order to see the doctor,
When did you go to court?
Dr. Tenza.
The court hearing was on 8/16/2018.
I'm sorry?
You went to court?
Well,
No, but I need a evaluation because I'm going to a court case which is guardian and ward.
The court hearing took place at Jackson Hospital in the psychiatric unit. Excuse me, sir.
I'm sorry? Why? What time is a good time to reach you? Because I've been trying to call and you're always busy.
There was a state attorney there.
Thursday from 9 to 4. That's when I can see Emilio Montera Tenza.
There was a state attorney there.
I'm sorry?
The judge, these two public defenders that were defending myself, and
Thursday
10
between 9 and 4.
doctors in white coats that were sitting around us.
Any other time?
Excuse me, probably more than 10.
Okay. So Thursday between 9 and 4. And Friday between 9 to 12.
And it's very important that I get those records because the entire time I was at the hospital against my will, the doctors, the nurses, the staff
What's
there,
better, in the morning
they would
or
provoke
the
me
night?
in
The
several
the
situations to
afternoon?
try to make me argue and fight with people to make it seem like I was the aggressor.
I'm sorry?
And that was the reason, they tried to make it seem like that was the reason why the police beat me up.
I couldn't
And that's
hear
not
you.
what happened at all. And the nurses lied on their notes.
I'm sorry?
And the doctor, based
What
on the
doesn't
nurse's
matter?
notes, he claimed that he made me stay at the hospital
Okay,
because of
I've
what the
been
nurses
trying and I
wrote.
can't reach anybody.
And the two public defenders that
Now I
represented
finally
me
reached you.
argued what they were saying, and we won. And they proved that they were lying.
I can't hear you.
That's why it's very important that I get the court reporter's records, the
9 to
audio
4
recording
for
records.
Thursday,
'Cause that's
9
crucial
to
evidence
12
in the
on
case.
Friday
What are
and
you trying to do?
Monday
Excuse me?
What are you trying to do?
to
today?
Tuesday
Ma'am,
and Wednesday.
what I'm trying to do
between
today,
9
I need to get
4.
the court reporter's records and the
9 to
audio
5.
recording records from that court hearing. There was
Okay.
an audio
We can't
recorder
make it
in the
right
middle of
now.
the table, and I know they were recording because they played back some of
Just
the
answering
some of the
questions. Okay.
some of what
Thank
the
you.
state attorney said because they were arguing her point. And there was a court reporter in the left corner of the room typing what everyone was saying.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay, the person that has the information about the court report is gone for the day. She's the one that sits in the hearings. She's only there in the morning. So they're going to, I have your case number. They're going to call me tomorrow morning with the name and I can get that to you.
Could you just write down what you said and exactly what I have to do?
Well, I don't know what you have to do. I'm going to get the number for you.
Well, I mean, what you just said, could you just write that down so I can have a record of it?
I'm going to give you my number too if you want to call me tomorrow morning.
Yes, ma'am.
The hearings are at 8 o'clock, but they're usually done by like 10 or 11.
The hearings?
Yeah.
What do you mean the hearings?
The person that sits in those hearings that's going to give me the information, she has court tomorrow, so when she's finished, that's probably when she's going to call me, but you can call me in the morning,
Okay.
you know, to get the information. When she's finished with the calendar, she'll call me and give me the information.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean when she's finished doing her job as a court reporter,
She
she'll
has the
be
court
available
reporter.
to.
She sits in the hearings. She has the court reporter's name.
Okay.
She started at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's probably like 10 or 11. So I'm assuming she's either going to call me before or after the calendar.
Okay.
If you want to call me, I would call like about 10 or 10:30 when they're finished.
Call 305-349-7479 at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's my number.
Mrs. Yolanda Ham Johnson.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I will call you first thing in the morning.
Let me get this back to you. Let me write your case number down. This is your case number, so you have it.
Okay. Case number is 18-4772MH.
Yes. public defender's office to see if they have it?
Where is the public defender's office? They told me it's 1,500.
It's by Jackson. It's like downtown.
Right, I went there, I spoke with them, then they told me to go to the FBI building across the street. I spoke with the gentleman at the HR department who knows of every single person's job in that building.
Right.
They told me to go to the federal building across the street. I went to the federal building across the street, spoke with Maria. Maria, very helpful when I went there, and I literally got there maybe 10 minutes before they closed, and she was very helpful. She was able to obtain a lot of information within 5-10 minutes, and then they closed. And then she told me to call her back first thing in the morning, which is today, and I just came straight to her came straight to the federal building to speak with her in person. She was just getting off of lunch, and but she became very defensive all of a sudden, and so I took it upon myself to just Google the judge's name and where his address was, and it was here at the 175 building. From what
His office is here, but the hearings are held at Jackson.
Yeah, and when I went to the 175 building, they had no record of him in that building, but on Google it says that's where he is.
No, his office is there, but he goes to the hearings that are over in Jackson. He's not there most of the day.
Okay, I mean even the directory on the wall doesn't even have his name.
No, his office is there on the second floor.
I mean, it's really frustrating, and I'm suffering from PTSD because of this and several other things, anxiety and depression. It's elevating, my level of anxiety and PTSD and depression. You know what I mean? Like last night, literally after I had to go through what I went through to just obtain the information that I obtained today that led me here, I couldn't sleep. I felt sick. I just I felt very very sick, and that's because of the conditions that I'm suffering from. You understand? And they're making it that much more difficult for me to obtain this information because of the fact that what took place in the court hearing and what took place while I was at the hospital after the police beat me up, and because it's such a high profile case. You understand? And that's wrong. They're not supposed to do that to people. And my father, he retired from the Broward Sheriff's Office after 31 years, and my mom is a school teacher, and I have a 10-year-old daughter. So, and I'm an American citizen with legal rights. They're not supposed to do that to people.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You have a great day.
Thank you.